Alright, hey, what is going on, everybody? It's boy CJD bringing us another video, and today I'm bringing us another weapon review. Today we are going to be reviewing Disparity, a pulse rifle, aggressive burst, hard-hitting 4-round, steady mag, I believe that was chambered compensator, correct me if I'm wrong, rapid hit, and desperado. It is a Hake, and it has the origin trait ambush. We will be taking it into PvP, of course. I already played a bunch of games with it. Kind of got some thoughts, pros, cons. We're going to break it down. I'm going to do less pros and cons going forward because it just got to the point where I felt like I was nitpicking it a little bit too much. And I just wanted to stick to the general everyday thoughts and really dive into that part. So, if you guys do enjoy this review, make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe if you are new. Alright, so we're going to start out with the pros and cons. First off with the pros, we got a great god roll perk combination. Desperado and Rapid Hit is a phenomenal pairing in terms of pulse rifle rolls. It doesn't get much better than this. For these sorts of hard-hitting, aggressive, 3-round, 4-round burst weapons, Desperado really is the pinnacle, and pairing it with Rapid Hit to get that PvP combo is just... I cannot think of another pairing that would be better for Desperado than Rapid Hit. They just go hand in hand together very well. Maybe Kill Clip, but that's still, that goes with Rapid Hit. That's not a perk for Desperado to go ahead and pair with. So I think this roll, just all in all, is where you want to be with this weapon. Great stability. I never had any issues kind of handling the weapon. It's got good range. It's got good recoil direction. All in all, just being able to fire consistently, I felt like wasn't too big of an issue. I will say something about the firing here in a little bit, but all in all, that was pretty good. Mag size is pretty good. 10 bursts. You can even up that if you would like. I had no issues with the magazine at all. What I did have issues with, though, is Desperado needs to be procced after a kill. And I felt like the 28 reload on this weapon was just a little bit low. The reason why I'm not docking it that much is because this can obviously be remedied with certain exotics. Me, with my PvP builds, not a lot of them have a lot of the reload benefits like that. Some of them do, but it's a fixable issue depending on your loadout, or even depending on exotic. I know Ophidian Aspect for Warlocks can really remedy that, no problem. 4-round burst. So, let me just say... Okay, I'll say that's very funny. The controller fell off. Thankfully, though, it's saved. So, let's pick up right where we left off. 4-round burst. Honestly, it didn't feel as smooth to me. I felt like it took obviously it took longer to get more shots off, and it just slowed the RPM down, in my opinion, just a little bit more than I would like. And when you're in like close to mid-range combat, which this weapon is not really built for, that becomes a little bit of a problem. I felt like there were some frustrating moments. And because of that, I feel like my last con is just, it feels like it plays a lot slower. I don't feel like I can be as mobile, or get shots off as quick with this weapon. Unless Desperado's active, then I can just fire with no problem. But when you don't have Desperado, it kind of becomes a little bit tedious. All in all, I thought the weapon played pretty good. Not too big of a fan of the frame, of course, like I just said. Feels slower than Messenger. That's really my big comparison, because when you look at the hard-hitting, aggressive frames for pulse rifles, and with this perk combination in specific, Messenger and Desperado was one of the big catalysts with this whole perk combo being popular, as well as Redrix's. So I just felt like it was slower than Messenger, and if you're going to be in that situation, unless you really only prefer the 4-round burst, Messenger might be an easier option for you to go with. Not too great, of course, with mid to range, or close to mid ranges. Just some moments I couldn't help but think if I had messenger, get that extra shot out of the way, only have the 3 round, and maybe I can get more shots off. And then also with that, if I had like peace of mind is another pulse rifle that comes to mind when looking at some of the top weapons in that category. It's great for mid-ranges and close to mid, and I just kind of felt some frustration occasionally with this gun. Overall, if I were to give this weapon a rating, it would be a 6.5 out of 10. It's not a bad gun. It's good. It's pretty good. I enjoyed using it for the most part. Do I think there are better options out there? Of course, but I do think if you need a good pulse rifle, this is a good one to have in your collections and be able to pull out from time to time. So with that, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Also, I'm really glad that didn't delete, because I would have been so frustrated, so thank God.